Hello, guys. I want to talk to someone today about being tired because it needs to get to a time in your life when you grow tired. Being tired is not easy. Being tired means that you have to get out of your comfortable zone. You have to push a little bit. You have to go an extra mile. But you need to be tired first of what you're doing. We have become accustomed to comfortability. We have become accustomed to settling for less, settling for things that are not that we don't want, but we have settled because, well, it's life. Myself included. There's some decisions that I've made that are not so good, and every day I try to push past it. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here. It's easy, but you need to grow tired. You need to get tired so that your next level of blessing can come about. I'm gonna give a few examples, mostly like two or three, from the Bible. I'm no preacher, just remember that. Okay. But you do remember the story of the four lepers in the book of Kings? That is 2 Kings chapter 7, from verses 3 going on. And there are these four lepers that had been segregated, and they were left for the dead because in Israel there was famine and Israel was under siege by the Arameans. So they were between a rock and a hard place, almost quite literally. And these four men just like, nah, we can't do this. They had been there, they had been starving because, as I had mentioned earlier, in Israel there was famine. They can't go to the Arameans because they are the enemies. And to make the matters even worse, there were lepers. So it was hard. A time came when they just grew tired of their situation. They grew so much tired that they told one another that if we stay here, we are gonna die, because from our families, no one is going to bring us food because they are also suffering. And if we go to the Arameans, they are an army, they are going to kill us. So either way, we are gonna die. So they decided to it's enough. They will go to the Arameans, because let's remember, the Israelites will not take them back, not their families, not their friends, because they were lepers, being segregated and all. And then they decided to go to the Arameans because they said, well, if they spare us, well and good, we'll have food. If they don't, we'll still die. Well, no biggie. Ha. And they started walking. And every step they took out of their comfort zone, every step they took, in Greek or Hebrew, or they say, Gai akiongerera maguru mao mururumu. God made their feet sound like the feet of armies upon armies upon armies, that the Arameans thought the Israelites are going to come and they are on their way to kill us in the night. And the Arameans fled. First of all, uh, the four lepers, they did not know. They did not know what was happening. But God rewarded their getting out of their comfort zone. They went and saved the whole Israel for God's sake. By God's help, of course. And they reached the camp. They could have taken the spoils for themselves, and they found the food they wanted. And God was miraculous that way. But they had decided to get out of their comfort zone, because either way they felt like, we are going to die. Our situation is dire, and we will just die. There is another example. The 10 lepers, yes, that were being segregated. Yes, I know I'm talking more about lepers. In the book of Luke, chapter 17, from verses 12 going. These 10 lepers, from wherever they are, every time you read the Bible, you hear a preacher preach, they say these men and women could be wearing bells like cows or goats to announce that, hey, we are on our way, we are lepers, get out, let go, we need to pass. And they saw Jesus, and they were tired. Again, no one would take them because they were sick. Not their families, not their children, not their wives, not their friends, not their mothers, not their dads. Not even the priests could take them in. But here's the interesting part. They did see Jesus, and they shouted, Lord, have mercy on us. Lord, have pity on us. And Jesus was compassionate. They could have decided, well, he's just another man passing by, he's just another Jew passing by, so let him just pass us by, and well, whatever come may, you're going to die here anyway. But they took a step out of their comfort zone, and they did it. It was amazing, because they were all healed. One came back, of course, and was made whole. There's a whole new difference. But it is until that time that you grow tired. Until that time that you grow tired of doing the same thing over and over again. It may be that job that you do over and over. It may be that dream that you have put on hold, that you seem just not to get to it, and you have relaxed at some meager thing. I mean, you're supposed to be here, but you're here and you've settled. God still reminds you that you can get here. Inspiration strikes at the most uneven of hours. I'm going to remind you of what Esau was told. You're going to serve under your brother until a time when you'll grow tired and throw off his yoke, and then you'll take up the sword and fight for yourself. It's about time you do that. It's about time you become the better version of you. Be tired and do something about it. There are plenty of stories in the Bible. There are plenty of stories elsewhere. People around the world that have done it. They grew tired and did something about it. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you have come this far. And see you next time.